Hey guys, I'm filming in a different place today. I'm actually in my bedroom this time because my husband is home and I'm still not comfortable filming with other people around. Today I wanted to film a book review for you, and the book is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. I've heard so much about this book lately on YouTube, floating around like so many good reviews, and I love psychological thriller type of books, so I was expecting to really enjoy this, and honestly, it was alright. Let's just say I was disappointed by it, and that's actually part of the reason I don't read books that have a lot of hype like right away. I usually wait for the hype to die down because I always find myself disappointed usually in the book, and it's not as much as it was hyped up to be. The hype hasn't really gone down with this book yet, but I've been having it on my shelf. I have all three of her books, so I wanted to pick it up, so I was like, I'll just do it. And yeah, I don't know. This summary of this book pretty much is just about a couple, and they have a really good relationship when they first get together and get married, and then after a few years their marriage starts to get rocky, and pretty much the wife disappears, as the title would suggest. And of course, like in all missing persons cases, the husband is the first one to be scouted out and to be blamed. And so the book pretty much is where we're left wondering, is he guilty or is he not? And is she dead? Is she alive? Did he kill her? Did somebody else kill her? Was she kidnapped? So it's pretty much about us trying to figure out what happened to the wife's name's Amy, to what happened to Amy. And honestly, from the very beginning, I kind of knew what was going on. I mean, they make us believe that the husband killed her, and I'm not gonna spoil whether he does kill her or not, but I never thought that he did from the very beginning. I kind of actually liked Nick, and I never really liked Amy. So Amy's perspective is told through diary entries in the first part of the book. It's split up into three parts, and I just didn't like Amy from the very beginning. So never really thought Nick did it. I would say I was surprised by the ending, but it wasn't for the reason that you guys would think. And it's just, I don't know. I know a lot of people said that the second and third half of the book are a lot slower than the first half, but for me, it was the other way around. I like second and the third parts better than the first, just because the first, I don't hate epistolary novels, which are told in like letters or diary entries. I've read more books epistolary that I don't like than I do, but I don't despise them. So it's kind of like told, Nick's point of view is just in the modern present day, and just told like in a regular novel, and then Amy's point of view is told in diary entries that were leading up to the day she disappeared. And like I said, I didn't like Amy's point of view. I didn't like Amy, and it just I didn't like the diary entry part of the book. And once the diary entry stopped in the second part, which I think I can safely say that because it still doesn't give anything away, the they stopped giving us diary entries leading up to the day of the disappearance. Like at the second part, they stopped giving them back entries, and so I like the second and the third part a lot better. I felt it was a lot more fast paced. The first part was just really boring and really slow, and I was just kind of waiting for it to get over. But then the second and the third part, it picked up pace. It was really good, and I really enjoyed it after that. And I was really surprised by the ending to an extent. I wasn't happy with the way it ended, I guess I should say. What happened to her, I wasn't surprised about. But how it actually ended, like the last page of the book, that was what I was shocked about. I wasn't happy with it. I didn't like the way that it ended. I felt like maybe it could have been okay. I felt like maybe that book had to have ended that way because it makes sense for the novel, if that makes sense. Like, I felt like it was a good ending and a good closure for the book, but I still didn't like it personally. It's just because it wasn't a happy ending, and I guess that's kind of what we're used to in books, and stories is we always want there to be a happy ending to the book somehow. I think that's what most contemporaries, YAs, they give you all of that, which I'm not much of a YA reader, but I still kind of too am a fan of the happy ending. So to not have a happy ending, it was a nice change, but I don't know if I necessarily agree with how the ending turned out. She could have not given us a happy ending, and it still turned out differently. So, that being said, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Like I said, I didn't hate it. I was actually going back and forth between a 3-star or 4-star uh, rating. So, I think I actually gave it a 3.5, but I just uprated it to 4 since Goodreads doesn't let you do a half star, because it got better. It did get better towards the second half of the novel, but it didn't really hold my attention as much as I was expecting it to, and it wasn't one of my favorite books. And to be honest, it's kind of difficult for me to give books 5-star ratings. Like, they have to be out of this world. Like, I'm a pretty rough rater. A lot of people who are a lot more lenient than me, and if the book was really good, they'll give it 5 stars. But for me, like, it has to be mind-blowing and amazing, and I don't usually give that many books 5-star ratings because I don't find that I'm blown away with that many books. But I guess I would say then it was a 3.5 because it wasn't the best book. It wasn't by any means going to be my favorite. It wasn't the best thriller I've ever read. I liked Before I Go to Sleep a lot better, but it was good. I mean, I picked up. It was good enough for me to pick up another one of her books. I'm reading Sharp Objects right now, and I'm actually enjoying that one a lot better already than this one. So this one might actually be a 5-star one. So, but that Gone Girl is her most popular, and so I started with that one. But Sharp Objects was the first one she ever wrote. So maybe her debut novel is better than her most recent. I've never found that is usually the case, but I'm liking this one better so far. And so we'll see. 3.5 is what I gave it. That's about all that I have for you. If you have any comments, let's talk about it. If you have any questions, leave them below. We can start a discussion. Let me know how you liked it. You know, I'm assuming most of you are going to have really liked it, and you're going to be like, "What? Why didn't you love the book?" But you know, sorry, that's my opinion. That's what I think. That's how I like it. So you know, if you guys love the book, then that's good. We can start a discussion about it. So let me know in the comments below what you think, and I will see you guys soon with a tag video. Bye.